These are things I do when I know a friend is jealous of me and they're trying to hide it. I always know. Number one is I will start telling them less and less about my life. Jealous people don't celebrate you. They study you and evaluate you. They want to collect as much information on you as possible. They want updates so that they can compare, not support. Next thing I will do is compliment them a lot more. Nothing exposes a jealous person faster than being shown like or love. And they never know how to reciprocate it without choking. And it always makes them so uncomfortable because they don't expect it from you. Next thing I do is I watch their face when something really good happens to me. Not what they say, what their face says. There's always a little delay in how they're deciding they're going to react. That's where the truth is. And if you have a friend that is never happy for you when you're up, don't be delusional. Do not be delusional. That girl hates you. Next thing that I do if I have a jealous friend that gives me dirty looks, is nasty towards me, tries to give me backhanded compliments, I become extremely unbothered. Because these girls feed off reactions. They're really sticking around to humble you, try to throw you off track, try to make you feel bad about yourself and suck up all your self-esteem for themselves. Over my dead body will you accomplish that. The next thing I do is I become nicer, quieter, and so much harder to read. If I was telling you things, if I was really nice to you, if I was giving you updates, yeah, that all stops. You're not going to know anything I think about anyone ever again. And this drives them insane when they thought they knew you, but they can't figure you out anymore. And something you need to realize about jealous people around you and envy, when people try to tear you down and humble you and make you feel worse about yourself, they don't actually have an issue with you. They don't actually hate you. You didn't do anything. They hate that they're not you. When you have things that other people are extremely envious about, you need to be so careful because you are a mirror. You walk around minding your business, just trying to live your life, and people see themselves in a reflection of you and everything you have, everything you've accomplished, the way that you look, and it really hits them where it hurts. So never, ever, ever take it to a personal level where you think you did something wrong. I have an entire ebook that I wrote on jealous friends, how to spot them, even jealous men in relationships, how they act, the psychology behind all of it, so that you can protect yourself. The sooner you know these things, the better off you'll be. It's at the top of my page if you want to read it. To everyone that's purchased it the last few months and has written me personally telling me how much I've helped you, thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck.
How to tell if your friends are jealous of you. I've seen another creator do this and she gave her own list of how to tell if your friends are jealous of you, but I thought I'd make my own list since I feel like, unfortunately, I'm an expert. First one is always imitating you. Imitation is like a form of flattery, but there's another layer to this. It's when they try to make you feel bad about it, but then they go purposely copy you and do the same exact thing that you're doing. For example, I used to have a friend where she would always copy my nail sets, right? But she would always make a point to tell me how she did it like my nails. Like I would get my nails done and then she would be like, oh, I don't like that. Or that nail is a little bit crooked. Or why is that designed like that? But then she would go get the same exact nails the next day. Or she would ask me, oh, how are you going to go get your nails? I would show her. She knows when my appointment is. So she would make her appointment like a day before mine and get the same exact nails that I showed her. Another one is always trying to exclude you. I feel like we kind of already know this, but there's a difference between doing it unintentionally and intentionally. And I feel like as girls, we know the difference because there's a pattern. And sometimes it can be for specific things that they know that you would flourish at. So for example, I'm a talker, okay? People like talking to me, not trying to toot my own horn, but I get along with everybody. That's just my personality. And then on top of that, I'm also just pretty as hell. So there would be like certain events where we have to go to like a celebrity section or like a private party or a mansion party, some private event. And depending on who's showing up or whose event it is, my friends will purposely try to exclude me because they know, oh, damn, like they might actually like her if I invite her. So I'm not going to invite her. That might be in my head, but I genuinely don't think so. Because there's a pattern that forms. And then on top of that, when your friendship ends and then you look back, you be like, oh yeah, that's what that was. Or like they'll always make plans without you, or they'll always find a way to invite everybody but you, or they'll invite you very last minute, stuff like that. That's how you know they're probably jealous of you. Another one is downplaying your accomplishments. So for example, let's say you get a new job and you're really excited about it and your friend asks you, oh, how much are they paying you? And you tell her and she goes, oh, that's not that much. Or this is for the younger girls. Like let's say you do really good on a test and you get a 90% and your friend will go, oh, that's barely an A. It's like little comments to try to diminish your accomplishments. They're probably jealous of you. Another one is acting like they're happy for you, but they're really not. A lot of times, sometimes it's hard to tell because some people do a good job at hiding it. But the way that you can tell is you can always see a little glimpse of a frown when they be trying to act happy for you. So you can tell them some good news and they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. It's like that little frown that you catch where you like, damn, are you really happy for me? I don't think so. The last one is trying to act like they're putting you on to something. This is more specific to my experience. Let me give you an example. So for an example, my freshman year of college, and I will always remember this. You know how when you're a freshman, you're like really thirsty to go to all the events, the frat parties, because you're a freshman and you're just fucking thirsty. So I remember there was a frat party, and this girl that I was friends with 2.5 seconds, she goes, oh, there's a frat party, but they're really picky on the girls that they let in, so I'll see what I can do to let you in. Keep in mind, the leader of the frat texted me personally, asked me to come. But I was like, girl, okay. This didn't happen to me, but I've seen this happen to another girl. There was this dark-skinned girl. She was drop dead gorgeous, like probably the prettiest girl in the whole entire club. I seen this other girl go up to her and go, they're really picky on the girls that they let into the club, but I know the promoter, so I'll see what I can do. I was looking at her like, girl, if anyone's not getting into the club, it's you. This girl is drop dead gorgeous. You're not on her caliber. So it was like little shit where it's like they're trying to put you on, but they're saying it and doing it in a malicious way to where it's like, girl, you're not putting me on. Now you're just kind of being rude. But y'all, it's really all about intuition. I feel like a lot of us kind of ignore it sometimes for the sake of wanting to be friends with somebody or give people the benefit of the doubt. But 9 times out of 10, if your intuition is telling you that they're a hater, they probably are. I'm not gonna lie. And we kind of know this, where as girls, like, we really want to be friends with this person. We want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But then when the friendship ends, we look back and we're like, oh, yeah, my intuition was right, basically.
Jealousy is known as a silent killer in some friendships. Here's how to spot it in your own friendships and what to do about it. I'm a friendship educator with a degree in interpersonal communication, and you should follow me if you're interested in tips on how to boost your social skills and make more friends. Sometimes it's obvious when a friend is jealous of you because they will literally say so. They'll say like, oh, I wish I was more like you, or oh, I wish I had this, that, or the other that you have. And so it's pretty clear. But sometimes it can come out in ways that are not very positive. Like if they're always looking for ways to like bring you down a notch or humble you, and it's because they're trying to like even the playing field a little bit because they feel like you're above them, or if it seems like they're using you because they want to like have an association with you and that association will like raise their status level. Sometimes this shows up as copying you because they want to get a little bit of whatever it is you have, and this might be like the way that you talk or your mannerisms or the way that you dress or present yourself. The reason I call this like a silent killer in friendship is because it's really, really hard to come back from jealousy once it's already there. This is because it's hard for the person who's jealous to A, sometimes even admit it, but B, for them to like get out of that mindset and not always be comparing the two of you. Sometimes this is deeply rooted in just like a damaged self-esteem that's probably going to take some therapy for them to work through. So if you do have a friend who you suspect is jealous of you, it might be a good idea to distance yourself from them, because sometimes they can do things that almost sabotage the relationship because they're trying to like get you down to their level, or they're trying to get themselves up to that level, and they're not always doing it in positive ways. It might involve being deceitful or spreading rumors about you to try to take you down a peg, or trying to like emulate you in ways that are like creepy. So you might just need to end the friendship. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had a friend who was jealous of you? How did you spot it and how did you handle it? Let us know in the comments. And remember to follow me if you want more tips on how to boost your social skills and make more friends.